All right, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Let's dive into our next zodiac sign reading. Leo, people and placements. Let's get into your energy. You can have Taurus in your chart as well. Leo, people and placements. What are the main messages from your spirit team for Leo? Something about divine timing could be at stake or at play here. Maybe there's something about vanity or pride that was stopping something. Some kind of suffering or past lack, doubt. You could be watching or waiting for the right time. Maybe somebody's waiting for the right time. Something about emotions here. There could have been a lack of truth or something like that. I don't know. Or, yeah, somebody could feel a lot of attraction, but there's a need to be maybe detached. I feel like I'm not super connected. I wonder what the transits are like today. Let's go ahead and see. I know we have the full moon happening. I think it's already happened, but it's still very powerful. Moon trying the south node. How interesting. And then midnight we'll have, midnight in Arizona. They'll have moon sextile Jupiter. Okay. Yeah, no, it seems decent. Yeah, just that full moon energy. So moon will ingress into Gemini on Thursday. So that'll be a more communicative time maybe, or when things are going to speed up a little bit more. So this could be about timing. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot, I think. You want me to pull, I think, the angels for Leo. The highest timeline from their ancestors, Angel Michael. What are the most important messages? You could be closing something out emotionally. This could be like a toxic cycle or something that's maybe operating in fears in your emotions. There could be something you're planning for the future. There could be something about returning to something. Ace of Pentacles here, a new beginning with something long term, or ending something for something long term. Investing in something, working on something. Okay, interesting. Let's get some tea leaf. Oh, there she blows. Yeah, I don't think you really need advice from anybody maybe at this time. Things could be changing in your life for sure. Leo. Yeah, maybe there's something about like walking away or not having enough effort in something in the past because of some kind of doubt, and that's okay. Maybe it was just like wrong timing or something. There was a lack of renewal of spark, but yeah, you could have felt like something was lacking, or you could have felt like dissatisfaction or not able to make something happen perhaps in the past. I think there's going to be more stability coming to you when you don't focus on sexual things, honestly. Anything else for Leo? Yeah, there could be something about tempering emotions, closing out like toxic emotional cycles, even potentially so you can focus maybe on stability, your money, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, triumphing over obstacles or troubles. Okay. There's something you need to focus on. Okay. Successfully overcoming issues with the Seven of Pentacles energy, working on something. This could be about sowing good seeds of karma. This will happen with divine timing, perhaps. Let's get some of these, Leo. Yeah, there was a lot with overwhelm and plenty in the reverse in the past. I feel like you were lacking. 43 or 34 could be a relevant number there. This could be emotionally or communicating emotionally. Could be relationship-wise. It could be something about increased compassion for yourself or to successfully overcome something. This could be a Sagittarius energy or expansion, letting go energy. Universe is your partner. This could be about operating from a better place emotionally. Yeah, and seeing through some kind of denial. Choices and their consequences. Gestation period in the reverse. Benefactor, grace and generosity. Alrighty, what's your advice for Leo? People in placements. Actually, wrong deck. Wrong deck. Thank you. Advice, actions to reach the highest timeline from Angel Michael, guardians, and guides. Leo, people in placements. What's their advice? I don't care if I see Moo. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they literally want you to focus on this new beginning. solidifying this into reality, anchoring it in through your emotional state, perhaps. And this could be a page of wands, something that's quite exciting, or something just beginning. Could be a place where you want to channel your energy. So it's kind of combining both fire and earth. Yeah, there could be something that didn't pan out in the past. Yeah, it's like you weren't prepared for it. Empress in the reverse. There's something about a new love opportunity potentially in the future, or that they want you to focus on. Yeah, some kind of clarity or communication could be important. Okay. Leo, people and placements. What are your messages of advice? Fresh start in the reverse in the past, so something could have like not taken off before, or maybe it was like a preliminary kind of phase, a prologue. So, oh shit, there's something about inner strength here to manifest. Yeah, because I feel like there was something here about not being able to maintain the frequency of the manifestation, even, or to be able to receive it. Yeah, there could be something balancing out. All is fair. Interesting. Rest in the reverse finish line. Okay. Let's get you a familiar. Yo, what's your advice? Boar, ferocity, and crab, retreat. So you could have retreated from something. I think it was reversed. So I don't know, maybe you need to take care of yourself in the past. But let's go ahead and see. Boar. It says, brutish hogs and wild swine, aggression, anger intertwine. Unleash the ruthless force of fury. Deal it with it or face the jury. So there could be something about karma here. It is not often you see me or even sense me near, for I am usually happiest in my own company, far away from the dark, in the darkest of woods. However, now I make myself felt with tusks gleaming and eyes red, because what you've allowed to continue must end. Anger wells within, but through me you can harness it and unleash it in the most effective way. So this could be that Page of Wands energy. It could be this Ace of Swords energy. I will do the damage. I will instill the fear and protect you from pain that is about to be redirected towards those who inflicted it upon you. I can devour everything, organic, from flesh to bone. In doing so, I ensure those who have grieved you will never be able to do so again. I can root out the problems and issues, even within yourself, drive them to the surface, and give you the courage and strength to finally face and deal with them. Yeah, so that we saw the devil card, right? Overcoming some kind of fears. But please don't seek me out for petty matters, simple squabbles, or malicious revenge, for I will just as easily turn on you. Stand up to your foes. A primal scream needs to be released. Maybe there's something about like not repressing your emotions, or journaling, or speaking to your spirit team. Take up a martial art to channel physical power. Learn to discern between small matters and life-changing events. It's okay to let it out, all out now. The boar is an ancient symbol of the warrior and talisman of conflict. The Norse goddess Freya rode a trusty boar called Hildisvini into battle. In dreams, the boar represents assertiveness and confrontation, which suggests you're learning to face your fears with gusto. This could be about networking, Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy, potentially Taurus energy. Owl, wisdom. Kind of being called to read that. That was on the top of the deck. Oh, there it is. Wisdom comes through the ages to all who learn, revealing sages. Insight strong, gifts to receive. A wise one, true, in this believe. Insight strong, gifts to receive. Okay, it's time to pause for thought and catch your breath. From my vantage point above the trees, I see you trying to be very hard to be all things to all people, and your efforts are commendable, but are they wise? Because we have limited time on Earth. Is all the running about an endless talk best use of your talents, energy, and time? I think not. You're responsible for a great deal, so this could be about mental clarity, but you need to be better informed about matters that fall at your feet. Plan ahead and get yourself properly qualified, sufficiently rested, in an altogether better position to be able to speak with greater authority and experience. We did see something about like having to reject something in the past because the energy wasn't maintaining your results in work, sports, relationships, in your field of interest. Improve once you can own up to what you don't know rather than trying to wing it. Take steps you need to better educate, prepare, and inform yourself. You can never know everything, but you can employ wisdom at this time to put yourself in the best position to help others and understand what is needed to get the job done well. I heard a quote today that says, like, you literally can't help anybody else until you help yourself first, right? Read more, listen to both sides of an argument. Don't be afraid to say no or that you don't know. Help is at hand if you want. Update qualifications, ensure all paperwork's in order, taxes, accounts, licenses, so on. Listen to your elders. And it says, Sacred Goddess Athena, owl witches. Owls alert witches when danger is approaching. Goddess Athena, and offer protection against malicious energies. So maybe you need to do some kind of cleansing or clearing. Inhale golden white light, exhale that golden energy into your auric field, or pushing away anything that's negative, or pushing blacker energy out through the base of your feet. Provide suitable shelter for an owl in your garden to keep the rodent population at bay. Collect fallen feathers for your altar. Yeah, strong Aquarius energy again. So, that could be computers, networking, social networks, divine inspiration, quick changes. Anyways, let's jump into your juicy messages for Leo. Any extra messages for Leo from your spirit team, highest teams of love and light for their highest timeline, angel, Michael, guardians, and guides? Somebody here could be German, doesn't have to be. Anything else for Leo? Somebody could be planning a trip or wants to go somewhere, calling energy to you. Okay. Reject them, bad energy. Okay. Pray more. So continue to pray, ask for understanding, for a close connection, whatever you'd like, for happiness in your day. Stop playing the role of doing it for others. Their karma, not yours. They want both. They'll just never say it. And they tell you false things. And it says just live and celebrate. Because then anything that's like bad energy, you'll see it and you'll be like, nah. Be disciplined with your money. It says, important to be heard. Speak up. Yeah, there is something here about voice or words. You feel the projections, what they're manifesting over your life. Very interesting. Maybe you need to reject this or return it to sender. Just like make sure you're not living the reality if you don't want that. Wanted you kicked out. Wow, that is, yeah, motherfucking cruel. So definitely reverse send, return to sender, bitch. Sorry, avoiding someone who is a taker. And it says, stop sabotaging yourself by dimming your light. He wants to be able to kick you to the curb. So just someone cruel, really. Controlling, maybe insecure. Get out of spirit's line of fire. So you need to be not in their energy or not even impacted by it. You can't even be... I'm seeing somebody literally like not even look at it. You're not attached to slaves / those without boundaries. Right? Because then if people don't have boundaries, they're a puppet for demons, right? So when you're attached to them, then the demons are puppeting through them to you, kind of energy, right? Clearing out old timeline. And it says their intentions aren't pure. Very interesting. You could be realizing this about certain friends, or maybe this could be people who had like malicious intent towards you. Something about inner strength here. Yeah, this could have been fear of tense situations. Maybe they want you to stay away from sex at this time. Maybe we'll get actual... tell me about whose intentions aren't pure for Leo people in placements. Whose intentions weren't pure? North Node. Could be somebody with Aquarius placements. Doesn't have to be. South Node. This could be something tied to your South Node, the same zodiac sign or house placement or something. Or this could be tied to something from a past life. It's a very strong eclipse energy here, actually, because Rahu and Ketu, or the North Node and the South Node, are eclipse points. So this is something that's almost like fated, maybe, for you to encounter in some sense. This could be testing your faith. Anything else? You know what? Yeah. Could be a Cancer. Doesn't have to be. Maybe a Scorpio. Let's get you one of these. My beautiful Leos. Mandala of the Heart, 17. Okay, well, you know what? We'll check it out. Maybe stretching could be relevant because I just felt like I had to stretch. That's just me, maybe. What are we doing? We're doing the white light oracle. Okay. Okay, it opened right to it. Wow. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. So this is like energy, like when we die, we reincarnate, kind of shit. Like energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Trust in the goodness and the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Don't trust fears. So that we did see the devil here, right? And we saw you overcoming it sideways. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. The mandala of the heart is the expression of the divine feminine power within. It is a life-changing experience of love, healing, compassion, which we saw compassion, deep repair and restoration. And compassion is incomplete if it doesn't include yourself, right? That can only happen when we feel safe and loved enough to truly let go. So just, realizing you're actually protected by the universe despite the wounded opinions of ego might have one believe love is the most powerful consciousness on the planet. It's also highly intelligent. As we open to heal with the frequency of love in our hearts, we naturally evoke positive effects in the lives of others too. We attract positive intervention from spirit pathways open, and magic happens. Love is the path to the transformational, the alchemical and miraculous. It is the means by which negative patterns are reversed, and the original purity and beauty of innate spiritual perfection manifests itself in every dimension, including the physical. We may feel we are bumbling along, yet we are blessed with an invisible, powerful field of grace moving with us, ensuring that our actions yield the best outcomes, and we attract what we truly want and need. The heart has access to a wisdom more powerful than logic, which can overcome any obstacle to enter into the wisdom, because you're connecting with collective consciousness now. We have to trust in something greater than our own opinions or allegiance to our history. Your heart is more than connected to the universal heart. It's a holographic emanation, part of the sacred mandala of divine feminine heart, and as such holds divine genius and power, wants to manifest that which is evolving, new, inspired, and beautiful. To believe that history must repeat itself, or what we imagine is the limit of what can happen, is to deny the power of the heart and the generosity of divine grace. As we know, the devil card's associated with Capricorn, and some of the negative implications of Capricorn can be ignorance or control, right? Because ignorance breeds control. If you're dumb, I can control you quite easily. Or if you're stuck in fears, or if you believe in the limits and rules I tell you, then you're stuck. You're a slave now, right? So, but to supersede that is Aquarius or Pisces energy, unconditional love. We need radical lovers and inspired dreamers who dare to invite the most outlandishly blessed interventions of the universal heart for all beings. You have it within your heart to be one of those prayer alchemists for humanity. So you might be praying for, people around you, or people you know, and wishing that they have the divine, connection with God, that you do, and that God reaches out to them and protects them. I heard a great story actually on TikTok. It was something like, she was saying how she walked into a store and she saw a man, he looked kind of homeless or whatever, up at the register buying stuff, and she said, "I'll pay for that, and get anything else you need." And so she paid for it. And after they had a conversation when they left the store, and apparently this man said that a priest or pastor, he had reached out to a church or something for help or something, and he was planning on he was going to have an appointment with them or something, but that the priest or pastor said that he was praying for somebody, for God to send him somebody right now. And then she walked through the door and offered to pay for everything. So it was just amazing, really. Isn't that cool? 528 hertz is the love frequency of creation. The choices, decisions, and projects inspired by love have countless far-reaching positive effects. As we tune into the inner frequency, we connect to all hearts in a powerful chemical network which delivers an infusion of divine protection, uplifting wisdom to the human collective. Priestesses, sound alchemists, and heart healers work with those frequencies, understanding their capacity to evoke alchemical and miraculous. These are our spiritual brothers and sisters, cultivating and radiating the consciousness of love, that soothing, encourage-inducing medicine of the soul. It's really whatever we focus on manifest, right? So it's kind of like when people make horror movies. It's we're all watching this horror movie and we're manifesting that in some sense. Or if we watch, uplifting things, then we're connecting in a different way. That's just my opinion. In reading this, oracle affirms that honoring deep soul bonds and sharing healing with your soul tribe is an important facet of your purpose. You have the power of love in your heart. It is the healing. So maybe this is about finding the right people, right? Or connecting the right way. It is the healing spiritual glue that brings people together for the higher purpose. It inspires and generates positive energy to lighten the emotional load many souls carry. I was just thinking about today, the fact that I think a lot of modern society confuses, or at least when you're younger, maybe it's just my opinion, but you confuse lust for love. And when you get older, maybe that's just my opinion because I'm getting older, you kind of realize that lust is not love at all. And love is doesn't even need sex at all, honestly. True love obviously doesn't involve that. I don't know if that's just basic shit. Obviously, we all knew that, but I don't know. It just felt really deep to me. Anyways, let's see. You're being put on notice that the Divine Feminine has a vision for your soul and is organizing events accordingly. We could see divine timing. She guides you through your heart, and with her protection, the manifestation of your soul path is assured. 111. You could be seeing that a lot. Interesting. Well, I'm going to end it there. I hope you liked it. Thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link. We'll leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.